Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel and happy almost Thanksgiving. So in honor of it being Thanksgiving tomorrow, I thought I would come on here and give y'all a little bit of a Thanksgiving dinner tutorial. Something easy, simple, fast. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also make sure to give this a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. If you liked this tutorial and would like to see more. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start with the eye. So I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty Light Illusion concealer in the shade Light. I love Thanksgiving. It is second to me to Christmas, of course, but I still like to give Thanksgiving its time. So I haven't listened to any Christmas music yet. I try not to do that until the day after Thanksgiving because I love getting together with family. I love cooking Thanksgiving meals. So sometimes my mom is working on Thanksgiving, and so for a long time now, definitely since high school, I've been mainly in charge of Thanksgiving dinner. So I absolutely love cooking on Thanksgiving, and I love finding different recipes to try. To set that, I'm going to use the RK by Kiss Matte Finish Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Medium Beige. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of the really highlighted under eyes. That's why I like to use a powder foundation under my eyes rather than like a translucent setting powder, because I do like to add a little bit of coverage along with that extra tint to my under eyes. Alright, so today, since we're doing a Thanksgiving look, I thought it was very appropriate to use the Essence Spice Up Your Life palette. This to me just kind of screams fall and Thanksgiving and all of the above. Alright, so first up I am going to take the shade Coco Loco right here, and I'm going to put that through my crease. So what are y'all having for Thanksgiving dinner? I would love to know. Do you have like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner with the turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes? Or do you have something different? Like I know some families have like lobster tail and mussels, and they have something unique every year for Thanksgiving. So let me know in the comments what y'all are doing for Thanksgiving. All right, so then I'm going to grab the shade Mulled Wine. It's this kind of red tone brown. I am going to put that in the outer corner just to deepen that up a little bit. Alright, so one tip as far as cooking for Thanksgiving, if you find yourself very stressed Thanksgiving Day, or if this is your first time kind of being in charge of Thanksgiving cooking, one thing that I will say is do as much as you can in advance. The first thing I like to do is I like to get my menu at least a week in advance. The weekend before, I'll go shopping for everything so that I don't have to run any last minute grocery store trips the day before or the day of Thanksgiving. And then, I'm just taking this through the crease as well. And then I'll go through, I'll write everything out. I'll put all of the menus side by side. I'll see what temperature all of the dishes need to cook at. I'll see which ones need to cook in the oven versus which ones I can do on the stovetop versus which ones don't need any cooking at all. So that's another thing. Try not to pick every single recipe that has to cook in the oven, especially if you only have one oven. Keep in mind how much oven space you have, keep in mind how much time you have, and really only pick maybe 2 or 3 side dishes that have to go in the oven. So then I'm going to take the shade Pumpkin Spice up here, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. So then what you wanna do is, you know, kind of work out a schedule. Make as many things as you can ahead of time, so that might be a couple days ahead of time, it might be the night before. So like if you're making a cheesecake can last a couple days in the fridge. So, and usually cheesecakes have to sit in the fridge overnight anyways. So like I always tend to make a cheesecake at Thanksgiving or at Christmas. So that's something we can get done ahead of time and not have to worry about the day of. If you're making like a casserole, or if you're making like mac and cheese that is baked and you have to cook the noodles ahead of time, go ahead and cook the noodles the day before, put them in a Ziploc bag or in a Tupperware container, put them in the fridge, they're good to go. If you have something that has onions in it that have to be cooked first, go ahead and cook the onions, caramelize the onions first the night before, put them in a bag so they're ready the day of. So just cook as many things as you can and prepare as many things as you can ahead of time when you don't have family over and all that, so that you can really enjoy the presence of your family, you know? You won't be in the kitchen the whole time, you won't be stressed, and definitely get as much help as you can. I've had to learn to do that because I'm very independent in the kitchen. I like to do everything myself, but it's very helpful to have people helping you. Who'd have thunk? Definitely accept the help when it's offered, especially if you are starting to feel a little overwhelmed. All right, so since we went ahead and already did the concealer on the bottom, since we already did the concealer under the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take that shade Coco Loco, the lighter brown shade, and I'm gonna run that along my lower lash line, but really just on the outer part, like maybe the outer half. So then I am going to take the shade Pumpkin Spice, and I am going to also put that along my lower lash line, but we're gonna kind of put that along the inner half. And then lastly for the eyes, I'm gonna go into the shade Caramels right here, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. All right, so for the brows, yes, I'm actually doing my brows. I'm gonna be using the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This is in the shade Blondie, yeah, Blondie Brows. So we are done with the eyes. Now we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. I don't have very much more to do with the rest of the face, so well, let's get into it. All right, so first, y'all also know I don't really use a primer. If I do, it's like a very dewy primer, and I use it for the glow. But I do really like this primer. It's the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, and I like this for my pores. So I have really large pores on my nose, basically just the tip of my nose. So I like to put a little bit of this, just like that much. I like to kind of press it into my nose. And then I'm going to take the Peter Thomas Roth 24K Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream. And I'm just gonna put that kind of on the high points of my face where I would highlight. I'm actually going to grab, I forgot, I actually do have a sponge down here with me. That's not a sponge, that's a brush. But I do have a sponge. There we go. Now it's time to bronze up the face a little bit, so I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Sunkissed. So I am going to add a little bit of powder highlight on top of that. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I haven't used this in a while on my channel. This is the original shade in Be My Highlight. Alright, so for the lip shade, I have two options for this. First we have the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Ruffle Trim, and then the second one is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Long Wear Lipstick in the shade Hot Buttered, there's a piece of hair, story of my life. In the shade Hot Buttered Rum. I do have a video reviewing their holiday collection, which is where this came from. I will leave it up in the cards if you'd like to go take a look. So they're similar shades. This one has more of a like pinky undertone. This one more of like a rusty orange undertone. I think both of them will go with this look. I just wanted to kind of give you two options. All right, so here is the first one. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Ruffle Trim. So in here we have the second option. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in the shade Hot Buttered Rum from their holiday collection. Y'all, I almost completely forgot to put on mascara. How could you let me almost forget? I know some of y'all were probably like, are you really done with the eyes, Jamie? Are you really? Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that either because I didn't wear anything else but mascara up until a year ago. So how could I have forgotten mascara? It's mascara. So today I am going to be going in with the Lancome Monsieur Beige. I filmed my outro, I filmed my intro, I filmed everything else I needed for this video without realizing I didn't have any mascara on. I'm an idiot. So that is it for today's video. Like ultimate brain fart, Jamie. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also make sure to leave a comment down below what you're doing for Thanksgiving, what your favorite Thanksgiving dishes, anything you would like to leave. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. My time. Have a very happy Thanksgiving and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.